Welcome to the TagSign conversion tutorial. TagSign is the sign language version of TagCode. If you've already completed the TagCode tutorial, which takes about 10 minutes, then by the end of this short tutorial, you'll know TagSign. If you haven't learned TagCode yet, then head here. TagSign is different to most other sign languages because it has a written form called TagCode. This means you can read anything written in TagCode and instantly know how to sign it. Ultimately, because TagCode is simply encoded English, you can take any English word and speak it in TagSign. Because TagSign is an alphabet-based sign language, in most cases it will be slower to use than a dedicated sign language like British Sign Language. However, whereas BSL takes months or years to learn, you can learn TagSign in about a day. You may also notice that after a short time, you stop thinking about individual letters and the words you use most will become their own actions. TagSign works by making the same shapes with your hands that you see in a written tag. However, in written TagCode, there are some characters that mean something different if they're flipped, like L and D. And signing a shape that looks one way to you will look flipped to somebody else. To solve these problems and sign with ease, we need a simple system to help us. We'll do this part from my point of view. The system looks like this. All of the letters in the center column are reversible, and to sign them, you simply make the appropriate shape. We'll go through the exact hand shapes for each letter in a moment. Above and on either side, we have the words ask, jex. Then below, and forming a square, we have the letters R, T, L, and D, which we can remember as really, tall, lazy, dog. In TagCode, consonants and vowels are shown differently. Consonants combine to form the center of the tag in the middle, and vowels and modifiers appear in the corners, smaller and separate. In TagSign, your hands will show the consonants and your fingers will show the vowels. For example, using the whole hand, this should be recognizable as the S or Z character, whereas using only a finger, this should be recognizable as the vowel A. Now, from my point of view, this could get confusing, as those shapes are pointing the other way. But if we ask jex and bring back the simple system, everything becomes much easier. To sign A, I just use a finger and point towards the A of ask in the top left corner. To sign E, I can use either hand to point a finger towards the E of jex. Just like in TagCode, the signs for I and O are upright for I and flat for O. So we sign these in the same way with just a finger. I and O appear the same to the signer and the reader. Just as in TagCode, using two fingers doubles the vowel. E, double E, O, double O. We suggest you keep your fingers closed together when signing to avoid causing any offense. To sign the consonant S, we need to use our whole hand and make a diagonal blade that points towards the S of ask. For J, we do the same for the J of jex. All of these shapes can be made with either hand, as long as you point towards the correct letter. In TagCode, the symbol for K is like the symbol for S, but is a double line. In TagSign, we show a double line by rotating the hand to make a thicker diagonal. By pointing this hand at the K of ask, we can sign K, and at the X of jex for X. Let's take a look at really tall, lazy dog. This square will help you sign R, T, L, and D. Take an open hand with the thumb outstretched. If the thumb is at the bottom of the hand and points left, you're signing L. Flip it and you've got D. With the thumb at the top of the hand and pointing left, you've got R. Flip it and you're signing T. Point the thumb towards the letter that you want to sign. All the remaining letter symbols can be flipped without a problem, so let's run through your hand shapes for them now. We've already covered I and O, so let's look at other shapes you would expect to find in vowel positions. U, making a small gap between your fingers at the top of the hand. Y, the same small gap but at the side. QU, by using your fist as the circle and your little finger as the line. And Q, as you would expect, is simply rotated. And this is your repeat modifier, used to double the last consonant, and it's shown with your fingers like this. And now your other consonants. These shapes should look familiar. H, showing the side of your hand and completely flat. F, wide hand, still flat. V, upright. W, wide upright. M, making the shape for M here. And N, making the shape for N here. And that only leaves us with P, B, C and G. And these characters have slightly more unique shapes, but as with the other consonants, they can be signed with either hand and flipped without issue. P, as if holding a glass with rounded fingers. B, closed version of P, must be to the side. C, just like M, but rotated to point your little finger at the reader. And G, just like C, but drop it down. If you want to punctuate your message, just like in written tag code, an exclamation mark is shown like this, with 3 lines, and a question mark is shown like this, with your fingers representing the gap. Finally, to show you're putting a space between words, simply make a fist. Let's run through the complete alphabet and other signs once now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, and QU, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, S or Z. And then your repeat modifier, exclamation mark, and question mark. Now you know how all the characters are signed, let's see if you can understand me. I said H-I space H-O-W space A-R-E space Y-O-U question mark. Let's try another one. I said H-E-L-L-O space W-O-R-L-D exclamation mark. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and we'd love to see how you use TagSign, what you can do with it, and how fast you can go. Send us your tag photos and videos for a share. We'll keep you updated with any TagCode and TagSign developments right here. Thanks for watching.